All right, guys, we'll give it just a little bit more time. Let a few more people catch up. We'll get going in about 30 seconds or so. All right, we'll get going here. Man, am I just starting too late? I thought all you guys stayed up till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Oh well, I'm sure people start getting on here. So, all right, guys. So we got our 2013 Panini Elite Football, and then our 2014. We'll do the 4 boxes of the 13 first, like I said in my eBay message, and also on right here. And then I anticipate going on the 2014 around 8:15, maybe a little bit past that. And that's Pacific time. So here we go. Alright, we got our 4 boxes. We'll get going with everything here. First, we're going to start off with our roster tonight for our eBay break. 4 boxes, 2013 Panini Elite Football. We need some focus. There we go. Alright, and as always, want to welcome back return customers. So tonight we got Hagers, Kyle, Tyler, Brian, Mark, Jordan, Brian 2, Brian with a Y, Donnie, and Doug. Thank you guys. I appreciate your return business, and to everyone else, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, enjoying all the football on television. Was that for the 2014, Hayden? Alright, let me check it out real quick. Oh, guess I got so used to writing down Kyle right there. Sorry, man. So here we go. Yeah, you got them and the Redskins at the end there. Yeah, I saw it. Alright, we'll just roll through this one more time and then we'll get rolling here. Sorry about that. And there you go right there, man. Sorry. Alright. Should be good to go now. I always go off of the packing list that eBay has, so when I'm packing everything up, so would have caught that no matter what. Alright, we're going to review each box now. There's box 1. Got to come down a little bit here, blocking my view. Here's box 2. Here's box 3. And here's box 4. Alright guys, get these back over here. We'll get a rolling. Good luck to everyone. I should put these up here. Pulled these out of a fresh case. Went right down the middle, so we'll see what that does for us tonight. First time I've broken this stuff, so just hang with me. I'll get it all figured out. Alright, let's get rolling box 1 here. And off we go. Good luck, everyone. Starting off with a Demarius Moore, Des Bryant, Starlo Tulele, Brandon Whedon, Daryl Richardson. A little pumped up right now. My Ducks came back and had a great second half. Andrew Luck, Colin Kaepernick, Stedman Bailey out of 899, James Jones, Jake Locker from the hated UW. Arian Foster, Pierre Garcon, Michael LaSure, Mark Sanchez, Josh Gordon, Mr. Josh Gordon. We'll play him in all our preseason games, even though he's going to be suspended and our other receivers need a bunch of work. Cam Newton all day. Dion Jordan, 55 out of 95. Phillip Rivers, Randall Cobb. McFadden, Jason Witten, Crabtree, Kenny Britt, Mike Wallace. Fitzgerald, Cutler, Demarius Thomas, 88 out of 199. Heartline, Ray Rice. Shady, Demarius Thomas again. Here we go. First hit is an acetate. Desmond Trufant, not a UW. Falcons. Falcons are owned by Affordable. Congrats on starting us off there. Numbered 15 out of 199. That'll get us going. Finish off this pack. Stafford. Beast Mode. Something a little thicker in here. Maybe just a decoy. Mr. Wilson, Cecil Shorts III, Julio Jones, decoy, Jamal Charles, Steven Jackson. Mark Ingram, Andy Dalton, 62 out of 87, going to the Bills, Stevie Johnson, Keem Nicks, Green Ellis. Jonathan Dwyer, Calvin Johnson. We got a passing the torch work done, Doug Martin, Chris Givens, Aaron Rodgers. Reggie Wayne from the U, Rashard Mendenhall, Danny Amendola. Got our second hit, Jordan Reed, Redskins, owned by Hayden. Congrats. Number 237 out of 399. CJ Spiller, Mr. Powell. Ryan Matthews, Andre Johnson. Ryan Matthews again. Don't see any numbers. Josh Freeman, Dwayne Bowe. You got a decoy. RG3, Greg Jennings, Stevie Johnson, decoy, Joe Flacco, David Wilson. Well, the high school I coach at had our first game last night, won 27-0. Jones Drew, Matt Ryan, and we'll go here, Jacoby Jones, Santonio Holmes. Got another acetate, hard hats. Jonathan Franklin, 77 out of 199. Going to Green Bay, owned by Stevens Meredith. Congrats. In the game. Boy, I gotta hurry up here. Let's get the pace going. Jimmy Graham, Matt Forte, Antonio Brown, Trent Richardson, Antonio Gates. Alfred Morris, a little focus. Tom Brady, all day, along with Earl Campbell, Matt Shaw, Chris Johnson. Thin pack here. Steve Smith, DeMarco Murray, Michael Vick, Christian Ponder, Fred Jackson. Peyton, Vernon Davis, put that in behind, LeSueur, Vincent Jackson, and we got a hard hat, 120 out of 299, Matt Scott for the Jags. Starting to think all those were just autoed. Matt Scott, he went to where? Arizona, I think, quarterback. Frank Gore, Ballard, A. Pete, and we got a 58 out of 399, Quentin Patton. Niners going to Jose, congrats. Matt Flynn, Tony Romo. Holy crap, way behind schedule. Drew Brees, Brandon Marshall, Marcus Davis out of 899, Tamba Ali, Torrey Smith. All right, there's box 1, going on to box 2. Alright guys, here we go. See if I can stop fighting all these blanks. Vernon Davis, Jones Drew, Matt Ryan, not a blank, got a hit. Geno Smith, Jets, 316 out of 399. Owned by Cough Dog. Marshawn Lynch, Jamal Charles. Jimmy Graham, Matt Forte, out of 899, Kelsey, Steven Jackson, Nakeem Nicks. No idea how to pronounce the guy's last name. D'Angelo Williams, Macklin, Manning, Rice, Stafford. McFadden, Witten, Crabtree, Chris Johnson, Ponder. Reggie Wayne, Rashard Mendenhall, Matt Scott, Fred Jackson, Matt Flynn. Where is Matt Flynn these days? Come on, baby. Amendola, Matthews, DeAndre Hopkins, Romo, Ali. Andre Johnson, RG3, passing the torch, Sean Alexander, Marshawn Lynch, Torrey Smith, Mark Sanchez. Greg Jennings, Stevie Johnson, Hard Hats Acetate Auto, DeMontre Moore, New York Giants, 12 out of 199. Giants are owned by Affordable. Congrats on that. Josh Gordon, Phillip Rivers. Damn blanks. Denarius Moore, Des Bryant, Colin Kaepernick, Randall Cobb, Kenny Britt. Andrew Luck, Larry Fitzgerald, cool Panini portraits, Calvin Johnson, Mike Wallace, CJ Spiller. Cutler, Shady, Jimmy Graham out of 199. Powell, Josh Freeman. Demaryius Thomas, Russell Wilson, Hard Hats out of 299. Matt Elam, Baltimore out of Florida. Dwayne Bowe, Joe Flacco. Cecil Shorts, Julio Jones. We got an auto. There we go. Geno Smith. Going to the Jets. Don't see a number. Jets are owned by Cough Dog. Congrats. Number 2 for you. David Wilson, Brandon Whedon. Antonio Brown, Alfred Morris, Des Bryant, Green Ellis, Chris Givens. Tom Brady, Steve Smith, Santonio Holmes out of 90, Aaron Rodgers, Doug Martin. Michael Vick, DeMarco Murray, Frank Gore, Ryan Tannehill, Ben Roethlisberger. Give me just a sec, guys. Sorry, someone asking for the link. Right back on track, though. Kaepernick, Luck, Fitzgerald, got a hit. Andy Dalton, Playmakers. Serial number 1 out of 49. Going to affordable. Congrats. 1 out of 49. Willis McGahee, Sidney Rice. Ballard, Peterson, Eli Manning, Phil Simms, Justin Blackman, Roddy White. Good old Justin Blackman. Him and Josh Gordon got to stop hanging out together. Or maybe they don't. Mark Ingram, Andy Dalton, Dwyer, Darrell Richardson, James Jones. Alright, almost halfway through. Megatron, Gronk, Ray Rice. Don't see a number. Jake Locker, Brian Hartline. All right. Faster, I say. Aaron Rodgers, Doug Martin, Tannehill, Mark Ingram, Andy Dalton. Big Ben, Willis McGahee, Deion Jordan, Dwyer, Calvin Johnson. Sidney Rice, Justin Blackman, Landry Jones, Gronk, D'Angelo Williams. Roddy White, Eli Manning, Phil Simms, Eli Manning, Macklin, Peyton. AJ Green, Sam Bradford. Here's our hit for this pack. 5 out of 299. Kenyon Barner. Going to the Panthers, I believe. Going to Stevens. Congrats. Finished off Vernon Davis, Jones Drew. Kenyon. LaSure, Vincent Jackson, Jacoby Jones, Matt Ryan, Jimmy Graham. Holmes, Richardson, Manti Te'o, 6 out of 50. Matt Forte, Antonio Brown. Antonio Gates, Matt Schaub, Brandon Marshall out of 199. Alfred Morris, Brady. Chris Johnson, Christian Ponder, and hard hats out of 299. Theo Riddick, Steve Smith, Michael Vick, Fred Jackson, Matt Flynn. Here's our hit. 8 out of 49 going to the Niners. Jose, congrats. Quentin Patton. Finishing off, DeMarco Murray, Frank Gore. Josh Gordon, Phillip Rivers, Randall Cobb, Crabtree, Reggie Wayne. Crabtree can't guard me. Or no. Wait a minute. That's not right. Holy smokes, other way around. Whatever Richard Sherman said. Kenny Britt, Mike Wallace, Eric Fisher out of 199, Mendenhall, Amendola. CJ Spiller, Powell, Josh Freeman, Ryan Matthews, Andre Johnson. Bo Flacco, Darius Slay, 47 out of 99. Looks like the Lions. It is. Lions owned by Royer, congrats. Smallest auto ever. Finish it off, RG3, Greg Jennings. Retired David Wilson. Should be retired Brandon Whedon. Carradine. Steve Johnson. Moore. Richardson. James Jones. Wes Welker. Des Bryant. Kaepernick. Locker, Heartline, Starstruck, Torrey Smith, Andrew Luck, Larry Fitzgerald, Ray Rice, Stafford, Beast Mode, Cutler, Shady. Almost 3/4 of the way through, guys. Then we'll get on to that 2014. Thanks for your patience. Jamal Charles, Steven Jackson, Knicks. Got a 3-color. Nice looking card. Cordero Patterson, 2 out of 99. Going to Only. Congrats on that, man. Finish it off, Demaryius Thomas, Russell Wilson. And last pack from box 3. Green Ellis, Chris Givens, Colston, Shorts, Julio Jones. Alright, here we go with our final box, number 4. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Des Bryant, Kaepernick, Andrew Luck, Eli Manning, AJ Green. Come on, baby. Fitzgerald, Cutler, Vernon, Bradford, LeSure, lots of Shady, lots of Demaryius Thomas, Robert Woods, Vincent Jackson, Jacoby Jones, Russell Wilson, Shorts, Priest Holmes, Jamal Charles, Santonio Holmes, Trent Richardson. Down the stretch I come. Julio Jones, Mark Ingram. Got an auto, Connor Vernon, Raiders. 36 out of 49, owned by Sports Card. Congrats. Gates and Matt Schaub. Baby. Matt Schaub. The redhead, Dwyer, Calvin Johnson, Chris Johnson, Christian Ponder, Christian, my wife is, never mind, I'll keep my mouth shut. Gronk, D'Angelo Williams, Portraits, Beast Mode, Fred Jackson, Matt Flynn, Jeremy Maclin, Peyton Manning, out of 199, Jonathan Banks, Romo, Tamba Ali. Holy smokes, is there only so many guys Panini can snap pictures of? Vernon Davis, Jones Drew. Got a hard hats out of 299, EJ Manuel, Bills obviously. Don't see an auto. Torrey Smith, Mark Sanchez. Matt Ryan, Jimmy Graham. Holy smokes. Got an auto, 2 out of 25. There we go. Eddie Lacy. Going to Stevens. Congrats, man. Taking home that beautiful Eddie Lacy. Followed by Puff Salat and Mr. Anger, Phillip Rivers. Somebody tell a joke. Garcon, AP, AJ Green, Daryl Richardson, James Jones. Cam, McFadden, Tyler Wilson out of 92. That's a weird number. Jake Locker, Brian Hartline. Witten, Crabtree, Reggie Wayne, Ray Rice, Matt Stafford. Stevie Johnson, Narius Moore, Des Bryant. Got a relic. Looks like Von Miller. 17 out of 25. Going to the Broncos. MH, salute. Congrats, man. Taking home that Von Miller. Marshawn, Jamal Charles. Mendenhall, Amendola, Irvin and Jason Witten, Steven Jackson, Hakeem Nicks. 5 more left, guys. Matt Forte, Antonio Brown, Alfred Morris, Randall Cobb, Kenny Britt. Tom Brady, Steve Smith, Calvin Johnson die cut, Mike Wallace, CJ Spiller, Michael Vick, DeMarco Murray, Frank Gore, Mr. Powell, Freeman. When I lived in Vegas for a while, I got to watch DeMarco Murray at Bishop Gorman. Talk about holy smokes. Vic Ballard, Patrick Peterson, Drew Brees, and we got a Justin Tucker. Looks like same color but different parts of the jersey. 173 out of 399 going to the Titans. There you go, Hayden. Congrats. Dwayne Bowe, Joe Flacco. Alright, last pack, guys, for our 2013. Thank you for your prompt payments. Makes life so much easier. Just looking for positive feedback on eBay. We'll do the same for you guys. And also, you like the way I do things, just looking to add me as a safe seller on eBay. Got stuff going on all the times during the weekends when I can get a break from coaching high school football. So Marcus Davis, we had Brandon Marshall, Arian Foster, David Wilson, Brandon Whedon. All right, that does it for 2013. No doubt, holy smokes. All right, I'm going to reset right here, and I'll come right back on. We'll get with the 2014.